Hey guys, with the Lance Armstrong thing that's going on right now, and him just confessing his sins last night on Oprah, thought it might be fitting to talk a little bit about performance-enhancing drugs. Now, I don't know why Lance is well, I know why. They're crucifying him. So, in order for him to even just run in a race or swim in a race to be able to do it again, he has to come out and say what he did. Now, let's face facts. If you think drugs are not in sports in general, and I mean tennis, hockey, golf, wrestling, football, baseball, obviously even though they're in baseball, or any of these other sports, then you're just either ignorant, stupid, or you just turn a blind eye. I mean, if you just look at the physiques of this generation of athletes compared to 20 years ago, it's not because they got better diets, it's not because they got better supplements, it's because almost everyone is taking performance-enhancing drugs. It's a huge thing right now. And the demand on these athletes for their bodies to be able to recover and have them perform at 110% constantly, it's not even about looking better or having better muscle mass or having an edge over the other guys. It's about having the body being able to repair itself and still being able to perform. Look at these guys in the NFL that, tear a muscle or have an injury and they come back so fit, like in a quarter of the time an average person does. And people, I actually asked an NFL trainer, how do they do this? Even though I knew the answer, and he said, well, their whole day revolves around, getting better. They do ultrasound, they do this. Bullshit. They use drugs. They use performance-enhancing drugs. They use painkillers. They use all kinds of stuff to get back in the game so that they can continue to make money and make money for the organization to keep the machine rolling and pumping, And as a result of, athletes getting better and, athletes looking better and people wanting to feel better and look better in, 2013, a lot of people in the gyms are using drugs too. Don't fool yourself for a second. There's a lot of guys and girls that you look at in the gym and you think, wow, they look really awesome. They got their shit together. They got a good diet. They got this. Yeah, they're training hard. They're eating well, but they have that look. That look that looks like they've been photoshopped standing right in front of you. That photoshopped look, that's drugs, okay? The biggest drug that's going around right now, human growth hormone, HGH. And the reason being is, like back 15 years ago, the HGH was very, very expensive. You're talking like $1,700 for maybe a month's worth. Nowadays, it's like $125 a month for, where some of these places are selling it. But these places are online. They're getting it shipped from China, different countries. It's cheap. Now, the quality kind of sucks compared to the stuff they used to have, but the bottom line is anybody who wants to look better or anybody who wants to go to the gym and get ready for the beach or whatever can get their hands on this stuff easily and readily and cheap. So they wind up doing a little research, or maybe the guys at the gym are using it, or the girls are using it, or whatever, and they take it. I can't think of when I was, coming up in the gym, growth hormone, what? Even if you heard the word steroids, you would kind of shy away from that. But nowadays, people can get D-ball and Anadrol and all these drugs online shipped to their house in like 2 days. So why not? If the guys in the gym who look really good are using it, they tell these guys, I take, 2 D-ball a day and 2 I use a growth hormone, and they're not having any side effects from it, the other guys do it. So now you have a generation of guys who are in the gym who don't even have a natural base. They haven't been training hard. They haven't been putting the time in the gym before they use the drugs to know what it's like to train. They just take some growth hormone, take a couple D-ball, and go to the gym. So this is an issue that's going on that, I'm seeing it multiple times over and over again. As a personal trainer, dietitian, nutritionist, whatever you want to call me, guru, whatever, I've had people come to me and want to get ready for competition. They say, all right, how are you eating? How are you training? They're like, no. This is the stack I'm on, and this is my cycle. I was at a wedding, okay? I was at a wedding. I didn't know anybody else. It was out of state. Within 5 minutes at the wedding, at the wedding rehearsal, had a guy come up to me and tell me his stack and ask me what I thought. What? Like, are you serious? Like, you're talking about illegal activities. You're talking about using drugs. You don't know me from the hole in the wall. I could be a police officer. I could be undercover. You don't know who I am. And you come up and start rambling off about drugs. Guys, please. It's not about what you can get, what you can take, how to use it. It's about Go to the gym, train, get in shape, eat the right foods, learn how to do it the right way. I'm not going to sit here and say that I haven't seen drugs, performance enhancing drugs, I haven't seen steroids, I haven't done them. I'm not going to say any of that stuff because 22 years I've been in the gym. Of course I've seen them. Of course they've been around. Of course everyone around me has used them. The one thing that I can say that's different from all the other things that are being said about them is the guys that I have known that have used them long term, and I'm talking like 20 years they use them, are not having the side effects that most doctors say that they should be having. Most doctors say they should be dead, and they're not having any side effects, and their blood work is stellar, and it's not affecting them the way tobacco products affect people, the way alcohol affects people, the way that these other things are affecting people. Now, do I think you should go out and take drugs? No, it's illegal in America. If you're in Mexico, you're in Europe somewhere and they're legal, do I think you should take them? That's your individual choice. That's your right to take them if you want to, and I don't see anything wrong with that if you do want to take them. Just make sure that you're not breaking any laws. So I'm going to do a follow-up video to this one. Matter of fact, tomorrow morning I leave for Mexico. So while it's freezing cold here in the DC area, I'll be in Mexico with my girlfriend Carrie and her family. And as you know, performance-enhancing drugs are legal over there. So it's just like Advil or Tylenol or anything else. You can walk into the pharmacy and you can buy whatever you want. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the pharmacy because although I've been in the gyms and I've seen guys using them and I've seen them around and know what they look like, whoever is watching this video may not have actually seen them or know what they are. So I have a rare opportunity right now while the Lance Armstrong thing has them going and has them fresh to kind of investigate a little bit about what these things are and actually show you guys at the pharmacy what they are. So hopefully we can get that done. So if you guys are watching this, don't crucify Lance. Don't crucify these other athletes because every single one of these athletes are using these performance-enhancing drugs that make their body a better machine to heal. And they're doing it because you guys pay them to do it. You want to see them do great things. You want to see them break records. You want to wear their jerseys and you want to wear their ball caps and you want to see them be great. So the pressure that you've put these guys on, or put on these guys, what choice do they have? Don't crucify them. Think about what you would do in their place.